Kristin and this belatedly is the video for day number 267 of my Song of the Day project. And the song that I'm doing is a song that is one of two songs that have the same tune and different lyrics by the same group. The song that I'm doing is Whenever You're Near Me by Ace of Base. Whenever you're near me, I give you everything. I have someone to believe in when things are good or when they're bad. You know how to please me like nobody can. Someone to believe in. Be my lover, be my friend. When every race is run and the day is closing in, I need to hold you, let the night begin. Come softly to me, show me why. Whenever you're near me, I give you everything I have. Someone to believe in when things are good or when they're bad. You know how to please me like nobody can. Someone to believe in. Be my lover, be my friend. I cannot wait to feel the beating of your heart. The days are long and they're just keeping us apart. Come softly to me, show me why. Whenever you're near me, I give you everything I have. Someone to believe in when things are good or when they're bad. You know how to please me like nobody can. Someone to believe in. Be my lover, be my friend. Love is the reason we can feel this way inside. Oh, turning the world around and making us wild. Love is the music beating in our hearts tonight. Oh, lighting the way to take us deeper inside. Whenever you're near me, I give you everything I have. Someone to believe in when things are good or when they're bad. You know how to please me like nobody can. Someone to believe in. Be my lover, be my friend. Someone to believe in. Be my lover, be my friend. Whenever you're near me, I'll give you everything I have. Someone to believe in when things are good or when they're bad. You know how to please me like nobody can. Someone to believe in. Be my lover, be my friend. Whenever you're near me, someone to believe in. Be my lover, be my friend. Someone to believe in. Be my lover, be my friend. Oh, someone to believe in. Be my lover, be my friend. Oh, be my lover, be my friend. Whenever you're near me. That was my edition of Whenever You're Near Me by Ace of Base. And I sort of just did my own thing at the end. It's always weird trying to pick a way to end a cappella versions of songs. I could have just done a fade out on it, but I don't know. Even when I did it with music, when I did Umbrella years ago, I added an extra, you can stand under my umbrella at the end, just like impact. I don't know. But anyway, hopefully that sounded okay. And as I mentioned, that is one of two songs by Ace of Base with the same tune but different lyrics. And this is actually the second of the two. The first one was called Life is a Flower and had the same tune and different lyrics. And it was more like political world change-esque, sort of along the lines of Happy Nation, I guess, which I haven't done for the project, but is one of my very favorite Ace of Base songs and always has been. And I guess I've always been different, you know, and when I heard Happy Nation when I was a little kid, I was like, this is a cool song. And I really like the low female voices in Ace of Base. You know, it's not something you hear a lot, especially not something you heard a lot back then, or at least not something that I heard a lot back then. But anyway, so the first version of the song, or the first song, because they're two totally different songs really, they just share a few lines. It's called Life is a Flower. And I wasn't sure which one of these to do, and actually I was going to do one of these over a month ago, in late September, when I think I ended up doing Experienced Pearls by Ace of Base instead. And I was vacillating between the two songs because I didn't know which one of them I wanted to do. But, and I sort of conflate them in my head. But overall I think I like the lyrics of this one better, so I decided to go with this. You know, it's more lighthearted and whatnot, and not that the other's not a good song too. But the other one has fun parts too, and I always thought of it together in my head The other one goes, we live in a free world, I whistle down the wind, carry on smiling, and the world will smile with you. Life is a flower, so precious in your hand, carry on smiling, and the world will smile with you. And actually, that chorus is much better, and it fits better syllabolically. We live in a free world, I whistle down the wind, instead of whenever you're near me, I give you everything I have. You see, that's a little too laborious. And in my head it was, whenever you're near me, I whistle down the wind. See, I conflated the two. And that works too, but I said, okay, I should stick with one version or the other. But what's neat is in both versions have the same verse beginning that I like. They go, when every race is run and the day is closing in. Both of them, different songs, share that line, and that's like my favorite line. But there's some references in the other one and stuff that I'm not familiar with, and yeah, but there's some interesting things. There's some interesting lines in here, like the consequences of living without life, and just kind of interesting concepts. And Ace of Base does have a lot of really interesting and neat songs. And reception-wise, I think people did not like the second one, Whenever You're Near Me, as much, but I think it's a nice song, and I decided to go with that one. Partially because I'm not familiar with some of the references and stuff in the other song, and it just seemed more, and it just felt more fitting for me, and I was leaning towards that one, so I decided to go with that. Yeah, it's a nice, upbeat, fun song, and it's cute, and Ace of Base has a lot of good songs. Unfortunately, my camera card cut me off again. I think I was talking for like 2 or 3 minutes to nothing. So I don't know what I said that was captured and what wasn't. It was going on about a whole thing, and I hate that because I can't recreate it. But anyway, I was saying that when I went on YouTube earlier and I listened to both songs, and oddly neither one sounded like the versions that I remembered. And I wondered if there were different versions in the album versions. And but as I've mentioned, my CD collection is presently a mess, so I wasn't going to go digging around to see if I could find that. And I'm not sure if I have both in there. I think I have Life is a Flower on one of the CDs, but I'm not sure if I have Whenever You're Near Me. I think I do, though. I think I sort of happened upon it, and I was like, dude, is this the same song, but different lyrics? And it's only thanks to compilation albums that I even discovered some of the later Ace of Base gems. I wouldn't have known of them otherwise. You know, they had some more recent tracks. There's a lot of really great post-the bridge Ace of Base stuff out there, and in recent years I've taken to collecting more recent Ace of Base music. Although it still bothers me that they essentially kicked the girls out. Well, one of them left, but you know, and then they like replaced them, which you can't do. And they're family too, so I don't know what happened there. Well, basically family. They're 3 siblings and a family friend. The original Ace of Base, that is. But apparently, the one sister left, and then the other wanted to do solo work, and they were performing without her, but they were going to go by a slightly different name, like Ace of Base, but with like periods in between or something. And but then I think they sort of shafted her. I do have her solo album. Also, I haven't listened to that yet, though. As I've mentioned, I have like 4 shelves of unopened CDs. Music takes time to listen to, although really, if you're doing stuff that doesn't require audio focus, you can have music on. I just seldom do. Anyway, I don't remember what else I was saying that might have been cut off. I was saying at one point, though, that I always really loved the low female voices in Ace of Base, and you don't hear that a lot. I think that got on there. I was saying that about Happy Nation, but I always just thought Ace of Base's music was so cool, and it stuck with me. As I might have mentioned before, my mom thinks Ace of Base music is dated, but then again, she likes a lot of dated stuff. But although she likes some stuff that's more recent, sort of dated, but sort of new to her. Like in recent years, she likes stuff by Nirvana and stuff. But so that's like from a different time, but sort of new to her. But and she likes Bon Jovi, and you know, Bon Jovi's both dated and current. So you know, people are so judgmental about music. And if my friend Steve sees this video, that's personal chastisement to him, because he is very, very critical. If I say like, I like a song, or even if I think a song is cute, like that song, that All About the Bass song, I'm not really keen on the chorus, but some of the lyrics are very clever, and I think it's funny. I only heard it like once, but he was like, oh, you like this? I'm like, not really, I just think it's creative. But he's very judgmental. But I like to hear a lot of different music, and you know, I usually will pretty quickly decide if I don't like a song, but then sometimes there are songs that, you know, like part of it, and you know, I just try to give music a chance and not be too close-minded about it. But there are some things I just don't like at all. A lot, really, these days. But, and yeah, there are Steve also makes fun of me for liking, you know, 80s and 90s stuff, like, mercilessly. But that's my thing. You know, I'm not a fair weather fan of music. I like music. I like what I like infinitely. You know, and so even though there was a period of time when I was a little embarrassed to be a Spice Girls fan, you know, after they, you know, fell out of popularity, I never stopped liking them. And, you know, then I sort of came to terms with it, and I was like, I'm not going to be embarrassed about it. Just like, you know, I feel like I have to do a disclaimer, but I like Backstreet Boys stuff a lot. You know, and I shouldn't be embarrassed about that, especially in this day and age where there's these new boy bands emerging and it's all like the same stuff as each other. But, and Backstreet Boys, their band has longevity, and some of them play instruments, and they just have good music, so, psh. But anyway, it's like, you almost feel like you have to offset it, like, I like Backstreet Boys, but I also like AFI, and you know, they're alternative, so I'm cool. But, and I liked rap when I was in high school. But no, I like a lot of different stuff, and I've always liked Ace of Base's music, and I've always liked Roxette's music since I discovered that. So, not a fair weather music fan. I like what I like continuously. And, you know, there's some music that I just will not tire of. I could listen to over and over again. I mean, you know, I probably could play Ace of Base for like a straight day and still be up for hearing it again. But anyway, I'm like that a little bit with movies too, certain movies, like Adventures in Babysitting and The Wedding Singer when I was younger. I haven't seen that in a while though. But that's a funny and pretty cute movie too. But, and things like Hocus Pocus, which I still haven't yet watched for this Halloween season, so that's not good. I have to get around to watching it. But, anyway though, but I totally digress. But yeah, Ace of Base has a lot of really great music, and I think that I've done more music by them for this project, so far at least, than anyone else. It's probably a tie between Ace of Base, Whitney Houston, and Roxette. With like Mariah Carey, Tears for Fears, and maybe a couple others coming in a bit after that, but I mean, and then there's like Christina Perri, who, you know, I basically wore out the repertoire that I know by her with 3 songs that I did, but which is a high percentage of the songs I know by her, whereas I know tons of Ace of Base stuff, so it's weird to look at it that way, but anyway though, I probably have done more Ace of Base songs than songs by anyone else, although I have done a lot of Whitney Houston songs, quite a few Mariah Carey songs, and a lot of Roxette stuff. So I would say it's probably Ace of Base, Whitney Houston, and Roxette that have the most Song a Day project videos so far, and probably will overall. But anyway, Bella's trying to eat Halloween decorations in the next room. She's being very bad. And a few sort of funny, weird things. When I first walked over to do my video, tripped on my shoes. That didn't get on camera. That would be good gag reel footage if I was doing that, but didn't get on camera, and I don't think I have the wherewithal to put together a silly moments thing, because that would take tons more editing. Which, by the way, I still have not made any progress on that, but I'm going to try to very soon. I'm going to try to get the next video up within the next day or so, and then hopefully maybe be like a week less behind over the next week or so of time. I got to catch up bit by bit so that I can be caught up before this gets like totally insane and I'm never able to catch up. She's eating Halloween decorations. She's reaching in a plastic cauldron. It's sort of adorable, but a little concerning. Anyway, other thing is, when I was first going to start my video, I heard like talking or something somewhere in my house. No other humans are here at the moment, so that was creepy. But anyway, enough rambling. That's just going to make this harder to edit and make it more time consuming and put me further behind. So anyway, without further ado, that was my rendition of Whenever You're Near Me by Ace of Base for day 267 of my Song a Day project. Here's my bad little girl now, my cutie Belle. Anyway, Bella's misbehavior and me having to go wrangle her took up the last little bit of time that I needed for my closing, and I got cut off just at the end. I did realize, though, I think where the sound was coming from, the creepy talking. And some sites have like those stupid advertisements that intermittently come up, and I had like a bunch of tabs open on the internet, and something had video ads circulating, so there was audio coming through. Because I went in there to take the part of the video off, and it startled me a bit then too. So hopefully that didn't get in my video. Stupid garbage. Obnoxious stuff. Anyway, as I said, before all the rambling, that was my rendition of Whenever You're Near Me by Ace of Base for day 267 of my Song of the Day project. As always, thanks for listening, and please check back often. I'm Kristin Starr. Peace.